So you're looking to start a side hustle or a business online, but you've got yourself a little case of those 9-to-5s. So where do you find the time to actually work on your new passion project? Well, what if I told you that maybe you're actually asking the wrong question? Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If we have not met yet, my name is Shane, and this is Operation Passive Income. And on this channel, I talk a lot about starting new online businesses, creating new passive income streams, and helping you to come up with the best plan possible to start generating some money from your bedroom. Because making money from your bedroom is fun. But on the topic for this video, we're actually talking about how do you actually find the time to work on your new side hustle, your new online business, when you still have a 9-to-5 job, right? When you're still working the daytime, when do you find time to actually sit down and create content or create even a plan or a product list and those things that you're gonna need to actually start generating some of that income? And I'm gonna tell you in this video. But first, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me and how I manage it, because I still have a case of those 9-to-5s, except in my situation, it's not 9-to-5. It's more like 7 to 7:30, 8 sometimes. But before I get into the story and some ways that you can actually find this elusive time that we're talking about, I wanna hear from you guys. Put down in the comments, outside of your normal 9-to-5 job, where does most of your time go? Because it goes somewhere. We all have the same amount. It's just a difference on how we spend it. And that's really going to be the topic of this video, is how are we spending our time versus how are we investing our time? Cool, so now that you've left that comment down below, let's go ahead and talk about this. So I'll give you a little bit of my story. So again, if you guys don't know me, I run 10 retail stores for my job. I have several locations. I have a large team of people who work for me, and it's a lot of responsibility. I really start my job at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on call until my stores close, sometimes after if somebody decides to break in and we got to go clean up. But I am working all the time. My job is extremely demanding, and I have a ton of responsibilities, and yet I've also found the time to run not one, but 2 different businesses online. This being one, which is kind of my new startup, but also a business that my wife and I started a little over a year ago, in which we have built up a following. We generate pretty good revenue, and we actually have a team of people that now work for us there. So how do you run several organizations all at one time? And it was the moment that I realized that I had to start thinking about time differently. And honestly, this is the part that I really want to emphasize in this, that time is a resource in the exact same way money is. And you can put them into very similar situations. How do you spend money versus investing money? Well, money spent is gone. It's just, it's not coming back because you spent it. You got something in return for it, whether that be a product or entertainment or whatever the case may be. Money invested is invested in order to give you a return on that investment. Time is no different, right? You can spend your time, but that is time that you will never get back. It's not going to produce a return, whereas time invested will generate a return. And that's whether you're watching content like this, right? Where you're spending your time learning something new that is going to impact you in a positive way, help give you a new skill or a new tool or a new idea to actually generate yourself some revenue, or you can invest that time into building something and starting something that it can be a tangible business, because it can be all this stuff is real, can be a tangible business right from your bedroom. Like, that's my office right there. But I also want to give you some real tangible tips on how you can find this time and where you can insert yourself into little places where you can actually accomplish some of this stuff. So, however, if you guys are liking this video so far, do me a favor though, hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more content on how to build these online businesses, create those new passive income streams, hit that subscribe button as well. I'd love to bring you along For me, Operation Passive Income is a mission for all of us to find things that we love and actually generate an income from it. Having passion products is a new way into the future, right? And for me, it's provided some serious financial stability in a very unstable time in my life. And it's from watching other content creators who talk about this stuff as well. And I just want to be another resource for you. So if you guys like all of that kind of concept, that idea, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification too, because I put out videos every Monday and Thursday talking all about this stuff. So now that we have you thinking about time a little differently, right? Where are you spending your time? Now you already left that comment below, at least I'm gonna go ahead and trust that you did. But this is where I want you to do a very simple exercise, okay? And you can just think about it right now, or if you have a pen or paper right next to you, go ahead and jot this down. But I want you to do a time audit, right? Obviously, you can't be working on your side hustle or your online business while you're working your 9-to-5 job. Now, in my situation, right, I already told you, I work from like 7 to 6:37, sometimes 8 p.m., but where do we have this time to generate other parts of our business? Well, I wake up every single morning at 5:30. And I had to start doing that because my son has to get up and get ready to school. He has to be on the bus by 6:30. So I'm waking him up. I'm grabbing my very first cup of coffee. And I'm going to start going through either my social media or my reports. Sometimes I'll even start writing in that time. From there, about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm working on putting together my conference calls for my normal job. But after I get home, once I'm actually done for the day, I also have a 3-year-old daughter here at the house. I have a wife, right, that she needs my attention. So I still have to be a family man also. And so I want to make sure that I dedicate that time also. But from 8:30 to midnight, that gap is crucial for me. And I think way too many of us, we get our heads stuck in Netflix and Hulu or watching TV or going out having drinks with friends or just lounging around on the couch. That is time spent. That is time spent that is never going to come back. And I want you to remember this. Time is the only resource that is 100% finite for all of us. You only have this moment right now, and it's never coming back, ever. You will never capture this moment again. And so if you're debating on if this is something you want to start, if you ever think that you might regret not doing something, stop yourself. Get yourself out of that mindset and just go start. Go start something now. Like, well, okay, wait till after this video is over. But then you should start. But dead serious, from 8:30 to midnight, almost 7 nights a week, I definitely take off time to spend with my kids, right? My 14-year-old, he's not going to bed at 8:30. So we're gonna play some video games some nights. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have our off nights. But there are definitely times where 8 to 10 days in a row, we have put all of that time in when we have a new product launch that we're working on, or when we're actually putting together our new course. You do have to invest that time. In fact, right now, I'll just kind of show you guys. It is 9:49 p.m. on a Wednesday night, and this is one of probably 3 videos that I'm going to record this evening, and I'm still going to work on editing that tonight. And I put together an email marketing email earlier this morning. You have to decide and just make that commitment that you're going to invest this time, knowing, and that's the other part, being confident that this time is going to provide that return, that you will see that financial benefit on the back end when you invest enough time into it. The other tip, so once you've gone through and you've done that time audit, right, block out all of your time. This is when I work. I have time here, I have time here, I have time here. Know and understand where you waste your time. Where do you spend your time that you could cut that part out, right? Because there's time that you can cut out. Now, I'm not saying go be like Shane and only sleep 5.5 hours a night, because it's probably not the healthiest thing in the world. But for me, I understand that it's going to be a sacrifice for a certain period of time that will eventually get me to where I want to be. And I know this now because a lot of that time that we've put forward, it produced results for us. In fact, in our first year, not to go all like humble brag, right? But we were able to do an additional $80,000 in sales, like from our bedroom, from the time that we put into it. Now, I want you to think like, it's not $1 million business, not even a six-figure business. But I want you to take that number and just imagine that opportunity for you on top of your 9-to-5. It's an extra full-time job. So for some, it might even be more than their full-time job. Literally by utilizing 3.5 to 4 hours a night from the bedroom. But you have to commit to actually using that time, okay? And being consistent with that time. I will tell you, you're not gonna be able to do it just for 30 days and see the results that you're wanting to do. It's going to be 60, 90, 120, 180 days. It's gonna be 6 months of real intense, hard work, typing away, building content, coming up with your ideas, formulating your plan, okay? Formulating a real plan of action to get you where it is you want to be. But once you have developed and created that plan, you have to work it. You have to work it. You need to find that time. You have to not find the time. Let me erase that. You're not finding time. You're utilizing your time because you have it. It's there. It's just deciding that I'm going to do it this way. I'm not going to watch that Netflix show. I'm sorry, Stranger Things, but you're going to have to wait. But hopefully this helps you, and hopefully you can take a look at the fact that you have 24 hours in a day. Part of that's definitely needs to go to sleeping. The other part's going to have to go to working. But when you have that off time, use it, utilize it, okay? Again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free. Leave them down in the comments for me below. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. But again, if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button, the little bell. It'll tell you when Shane puts out a new video. I don't know why I talk about myself in third person, but sometimes I do, right? But if you guys want to check out some more videos on the channel, go ahead and check out a couple of these. Hopefully you like them. It's I think I'm still working on my content. So, but that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm off to go use my next hour to record another video. So go find a way to invest your time. See you guys.